Welcome to the All Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, featured right here on the TNI Network. This is Trent Long, my co-host, J-Bone. J-Bone, say hello to these people right here.
Are you okay?
I'm fired up. I told you how fucking tired I am, but when that music hits, the you know, I get all fired up. But I am fucking exhausted, man. J-Bone,
it's my jam.
J-Bone, I'm doing good, J-Bone. I'll tell you what I've been up to lately, and I haven't shared this with you yet. You know, I am on this. I've started week 4 of very strict intermittent fasting.
Oh, you're back to doing that. Okay.
And I'm doing it very strictly, and I am down 17 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah. A little. Sorry, 15 pounds. I don't want to. There was some water weight fluctuations of 2 pounds in there, but let's round to 15.
Oh. Your weight fluctuates all throughout the day because of that, between, snacks or water or how much exercise you do or how much you burn in your sleep. Yeah, it's all,
Down 15. Problem is though that I am, but you compensate by just drinking more liquids because you're like, I don't want to eat as much as drink more liquids. So I've been having energy drinks and coffee and shit. It's keeping me up. I'm not sleeping well. I'm driving myself crazy, J-Bone. I'm turning into you. I don't sleep at all now. That's just what it is. I'm miserable. But I feel good.
You gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, no, I feel good. I'm doing okay. J-Bone. But speaking of J-Bone, I did get you a gift this weekend. I picked something up from you, from the world-class maniac himself. We got to hang out and produce the one and only Eric Young this past weekend.
That is amazing, dude.
It was awesome. And I go, Eric, I go, first off, Eric, you know the bison, don't you? He goes, oh, the bison, the goddamn bison, So I start talking about the bison, and then he goes to me,
pathetic.
No, he really didn't. He put the bison over big time. He really, really complimented our bison. He loved bison, really, he does.
Well, he had a great tour over there. In fact, so good that he's already booked to go back for a month straight. Like all of September, he's going to be in the UK.
Yeah. He was there for a month already, and now he's going back for it's crazy.
Wow.
But Eric's great. But Jay won't text me. He goes, I need a t-shirt. I need a t-shirt straight from EY. I said, okay. I said, Jay, I'm doing a lot of work here, but I'll bug the star for your t-shirt. That's what I do. And he very particular size. Also, he needed one that was fresh pressed and ironed and everything and starched with medium starch. I said, all right, this is a long shot, but I'll try. Well, Eric was packed up. He didn't go out to the gimmick table, J-Bone. He was chilling in the back and giving some advice to the young kids. But before he left, I said, EY, I need a shirt, pal. And luckily, he had one left in J-Bone's size. And it's the world-class maniac t-shirt. I got it in my bag back here. But J-Bone, that's for you. I got it all for you, pal.
Much love, man. I appreciate that.
So this being throwback, tonight is episode number 109. 2 left after this. So this is NWA TNA number 109. I talked to Eric, and I said, it's crazy, Eric. I said, we're hitting 20 years next month. And I said, I feel like I grew up with you. And he's like, I can't believe it's been that long. I'm trying to do my best Eric Young impersonation.
That's okay.
And I said, it's crazy because I'm like, I remember, I said, we just rewatched. You guys do the podcast, right? Like, you guys been watching all the Asylum. I said, yeah, we've been watching all of them. I said, we're almost done. And I'm like, we saw your debut. We just watched it, about 6 months ago or whatever. And it's like, I remember seeing your debut back then. And here I am sitting with you backstage at AEW. And I can't believe it's been 20 years. I feel like we grew up together, and it's like, totally, it's how it is, time flies, all this shit. So, and I said, the best thing about Eric Young is that how much he's done. I really think about this for a second. I want to pose this to everybody.
It's true.
Right? This is the guy. He came in as just a jobber, like a young kid, whatever. Team Canada. Team Canada X Division Beer Drinking Championship, which he said is his favorite title he's ever held, by the way. The beer drinking title against James Storm. Animal Planet show. The World Class Maniac, Violent by Design.
That's right,
World Elite. Wrestled women before it was cool, dancing in a thong on stage with Mickey J. I mean, honestly look back and just think about how much Eric Young did. And he was gone for what, Jay? 2 years in NXT?
No, it was more than that. I mean, he had a much better run in NXT than like on the main roster. On the main roster, you almost never saw him, unfortunately. But he was like NXT tag team champion like once or twice. I'd have to look. Mm-hmm. But, that stable had a pretty good run. Sadly, they didn't, amount to anything after that, really. But yeah. Yeah, man, he spent, no matter what you think of WWE, if you make it there to have the time to at least have the experience of being there, good or bad, mm-hmm. you can still say you did that and put that as a really positive notch on your belt.
Absolutely.
You're like, hey, yeah, I had a chance at the big time up there. Maybe he didn't achieve everything like he's done in Impact Wrestling. We as the true fans know what he's capable of and know what what he has done, and that certainly means a lot more. But yeah, man, he's kind of a legend in our eyes, for this generation. He's really done it all.
He truly is, man. He truly is. I mean, I couldn't believe when I really thought about it. He was there for looks like about just a little under 3 years. At NXT. And he was a tag champ in NXT, and then they won tag team of the year up there. But like, dude did like I guess he wrestled women. He did the World Elite. He tagged with ODB. He held the women's tag belt. He was in the band with the NWO guys. He did Super Eric. Don't fire Eric. I mean, it's insane what this guy has done.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, just sitting there looking at him and sitting there, in our locker room, and the guy looks like a star. I mean, he carried himself like a star. And rightfully so. And it's like, I couldn't believe there wasn't a line lined up just to talk to him and get advice. Maybe people didn't want to bug him, but people were like Fidget, who he wrestled.
Oh, yeah. Night. And that was a great match. By the way, great show, man.
Thank you. I'm very proud of the show. I think the show went off really well. Funny enough, he came back, and you notice the crowd, they booed him. He's a heel, but they booed him in Chicago. And
interesting.
He came back and he's like, I don't get it. He's like, they cheer the hell out of me everywhere I go, but here they wanted to see him Fidget fucking kill me because Fidget's homegrown. I mean, that venue, Bourbon Street, is they want the local guy. They want the homegrown guy. They didn't want the outsider who just walked into a title shot, So they were booing. They were really on Fidget's side. But it was a great match, pile drivers and shit. Highly recommend it for our TNA fans here to go check out Never Say Die over the weekend.
$15, man, and it's loaded with Impact Wrestling stars: Ace Austin, Bennett, EY. Yeah. Rich Swann makes a surprise appearance and gets basically blows the roof off the place. I loved that match. That was so much fun. He teamed with ACH and Josh C, one of my other newer favorites on the roster.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, amazing show. That was so cool that you were able to do that, and thank you. In advance, of course, and now for whatever. I lay my hands on that amazing shirt. You're too kind.
We're gonna do Cracker Barrel. That's our thing. Me and Jay. Yes. We go to Cracker Barrel. We go nuts. And then we exchange gifts, and J-Bone's treat. The round's on J-Bone next time.
It's like a booth full of biscuits.
That's what it is. Last time, I don't know how many biscuits they brought us, but it was carb fucking loading for the winners. What we were doing that day. She's like, "You want some more biscuits?" I'm like, "What? You got a stock back there? You're not gonna get rid of them?" And she's, we're like, "What the hell? Fucking bring them in, pick them up, bring them right."
Kettle of gravy, just drowning the entire thing of
total bill for 3 people. It's like $22. You can't go wrong with that place. Good shit. Pick them up. but no, good shit. So yeah, good. It was a great show. If you missed it, please do give it a replay on Fight TV, man. There's a lot of Impact tying to it. I got to see pictures of the baby, of little baby Swan. It's a baby Swan. I got to see baby Swan photos. That was great.
Oh, nice.
He's like, he's just like me, man. He's just fucking like Rich cannot believe he's a dad. He's like, dude, it's some fucking crazy shit, man. And I was like, let me see some pictures. So like, yeah, we saw pictures of baby Swan. It was cool, man.
That is nice.
Mama's doing good. Mama's doing good. We all know Mama is. We're not gonna verbally expose Mama here, but everybody knows what Mama is. And Mama's doing good. And Mama's gonna be in a Mama right now, so we don't know when Mama's gonna be back to one of those personalities at some point. So, right now, the personality for Mama is Mama. She's not gonna be on TV right now. So the cat's going nuts. All right, guys.
Yes.
Topical combo here. We're gonna talk about NWA TNA number 109. But before we do, J-Bone's got a surprise. He's doing something.
Oh, a little unboxing of sorts here. Yes.
Yeah.
It's well, the box is open, but that was just to save a little time here. But yes, this came in the mail, so I was pretty stoked about this. This was pre-ordered several months ago. The old Don West micro brawler.
Nice.
Oh yes, Ozzy, I will let you out of the office. But yes, so for those of you who partook in this to help Don West in his fight for cancer or whatever you did, it's all appreciated, and I'm gonna proudly put this one up on my wall because we all love Don West. So
all the proceeds went to Don and Don's his cancer bills and whatnot. So, which I know he's back in it now. That's the sad thing about this right now, but he's fighting it. I heard he's doing okay. He's fighting pretty strongly, which I know is it's still tough on the guy. But hey, if you can get your hands on one, please do. They'll probably do another something like that for Don pretty soon at some point. But that's cool. I'm glad you got that, Jay.
Yes.
That's a nice one.
Give me 2 seconds. You talk to the folks. I'm going
to entertain the people. All right. So very cool. So that was that. So yeah, guys, like I said, it was a great show. Impact tying. Hey, big shout out though. Ace Austin was there. It got announced, I think, the day after show. He's going to the best of the Super Juniors to represent Impact as X Division champion for New Japan. So I think this is really cool. It's a big deal for Ace, who we love. Ace Austin, one of the biggest deals you can ask for the kid. So that's gonna be something that we're really proud of for Ace. But yeah, man, if you got a chance, give Ace a shout out too. But let's do it, bro. Let's get into this episode. Anything else you want to just hit on before we jump in, Jay? Jump in, Jay. No,
I don't think so. There was something.
Wait, real quick, Jay. And before I pull that, I just want to answer this one question. Ted, there is a GoFundMe for Don. If you go to Don West Deals on Twitter, I think he's got it pinned in his on his Twitter.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
And speaking of it's not obviously not as far as this throwback, that we're talking about, but this goes back probably 5-6 years, whatever. I don't know. So there was a release of folks from up north there. Hey,
one being Sam Shaw.
Yes. If you happen to, in your free time soon, go look at the promo that he just dropped today. Or
Sam Shaw?
Or whatever. Yes.
I love Sam Shaw. I like it.
Let's just say it looks very TNA-esque.
Oh, what was his name up there? He had a different with some Dexter Loomis, right?
Dexter Loomis.
Yeah. Sam Shaw's cool though. He was a character that I don't think when he first came out in TNA, it took a while for people to get it. And when it clicked, it's like, well, it's Dexter. They're like, oh, it's fucking Dexter. We get it now.
Well, he really did some evolving. I mean, he started out as just a plain old Samuel Shaw, and he evolved into this like psycho.
He's good at it, man. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. So, yeah, go check that out. I'm gonna check it out myself. I saw some clips floating around. I didn't see him yet, but
I would play it on here, but I don't know if it's like I said, it looks very Impact-ish. So if it is theirs and he is showing up soon for some reason, I don't want to get us in trouble. So
best way to find out, Jay, you play it on the show, and if we get a copyright strike, we know it's theirs. If they don't get a copyright strike, we know it's Sam's independent work. That's the trick. Let's do that.
Well, shit. You know what? Now that you said that, it's like, hey,
we're gonna take a chance, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and play it, and if we get a strike,
what the hell?
All right, if we get the strike, we know it's Impacts. In the meantime, guys, do me a favor. If you're watching on YouTube, do me a favor. Hit the like button on YouTube real quick. Hit the like button on the video and sub to the channel, please, if you have not already.
Yes.
So hit that like button right now while J-Bone's pulling up the Sam Shaw clip. All right, you got it up there, Jay? Here we go.
Yeah, hang on a second here.
All right, let's see what we got.
Let me rewind this. A little rewind ski.
All right, here we go.
All right, ready? Make sure the volume's up.
It does have that. I can already tell it has that impact lighting.
It's, yeah. All right, here you go.
There we go.
312,000.
Crazy Steve's face.
How about that?
It has the impact edit to it. I like it. I mean, listen, I think he looks cooler now, to be honest, than he did before. So
I like the blonde. It took me a while to like get used to the blonde hair because it really, it's like, whoa, he didn't have that before. He had just the brown, dirty blonde, brown hair, whatever. Yeah. But he's got all the tattoos and dude, it's the eyes.
Yeah, he's good at what he does, man. Hey, Sabinite's in here. Sabinite, number 109 tonight, my friend. 2 left after this. So Sabinite, who's in the audience, he's in the chat tonight, and he's going to join us in 2 weeks. So to close the Asylum out. So I'm curious, Sabinite, feel free throwing all the feedback on this one, bro, because
this one was hot.
This one was hot, crowd wise. It was it was interesting. Yeah, it was an interesting one. So let's jump in. What do you say, Jay? We should get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, everybody. NWA TNA number 109 took place on August 24th, 2004. Now, I was on my buddy Dave's couch watching this. It was the summer. School was almost starting back again for college. So, we were just kind of winding down the summer. A great summer, most likely. So I was doing that. J-Bone, August of 04. What's going
on? It was summer. It was a very hot summer. A lot of shenanigans going on in the hood. There were some little girls that we didn't like our girls playing with, so you had to shoo them away. Little crackhead muffin nuts, get out of here.
Crackhead muffin nuts? Is that what you just said to me?
Yep.
Jesus. All right, listen, real quick now. I did not catch the sign that Sabinite saying. Did you guys catch the sign in the opening that got us to he? Now I missed it. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch it right now. It's right in the beginning, right, Sabinite? Right in the opening of the show? I'm going to jump into this right now.
Oh, something about...
Did you see it?
I saw a sign. I didn't see a lot of signs in this one. I did see one.
Right at the beginning.
Said something about Nash...
August 25th. Sorry about that, Mir. You're right. August 25th, 2004. My apologies.
It was like a got milk kind of sign, but it was like, hey, Orlando, got pay-per-views or something like that.
Is that what it was?
Is that the sign? Because there was some kind of sign.
Oh, okay. Sabin, was that the sign? Got pay-per-views? Is that the one? It didn't seem like they'd get him. That wouldn't get him heat, though. Would that get him heat? I mean, I know there was definitely some feud between.
That's the only one I remember seeing. There was a couple.
All right, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna watch it, J-Bone. I'm gonna watch this live. I'm gonna see if I can catch it right at the opening here now. Okay, here we go.
You do that.
All right, I'm right here. Okay. So what we got here? All right, this is Kazarian and Michael Shane giving their ridiculousness. All right, here we go. All right, hold on. Okay. Oh, it opens with Team Canada. Okay, here we go. It's got to be right after. There we go. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm watching it. Let's see if I can find it. All right, here we go. I got it going.
This is the sign. It says, "Don't sell us out."
All right, let's see if I can see it. I don't know.
That sounds familiar.
Kazarian and Michael Shane really started gelling as a team here. They got matching gear and everything too.
Dude, yeah, I loved them when I started watching back then.
They looked good. Here we go. Wait. I see Kazarian is the greatest. That's a sign I see. That's definitely not the heat worthy. All right, hold on.
A lot of fans loved Kazarian back then.
Oh, dude, he's a good-looking guy. You know, the girls loved him. I don't know if Sabin Night, it might not be this one. Maybe it's next week's. Maybe it's
that does sound familiar. Because I know there was some like signage, like, you know, when Impact showed up, there definitely was a little bit of the sign wars between the two. So yeah, it's very interesting.
All right, well, let's kick it off. They open up the show with Team Canada in the back. Demore is yelling at Larry Zbyszko. Go ahead.
Do you want me to do 12?
Oh, I'm sorry. I always forget about this.
It's okay.
I forget about this. Hold on. Pause.
Rewind.
We're going to do Impact on Fox Sports number 12 first. That led into this show. That was the second feeder of the show. So J-Bone, blaze through that first.
This was a very loaded show, but I will do my best to blaze through it.
I'm gonna do Sabin Night a favor. While you're doing that, I'm gonna double check the video. So you run down the results. I'm gonna double check the video because Sabin Night's right. I want to make sure he's right here. Go ahead.
Gotcha. Okay, so August 20th. This is Impact episode number 12. This right off the bat, I'm laughing at today because this is all about the Fox Sports Net, and they got the header at the top of the page with the countdown, who's there, Fox Sports, logo, TNA, whatever, you know, especially, and then there's like the runner at the bottom talking about, you know, go to the website, everything. Right on the first thing out of today's mouth practically is check out the Fox box.
I got it. This is it. He's right. That's it. Yeah, if you can see it.
Oh, it is right there.
Don't sell us out.
Oh,
there it is. The Sabin section. Is that you, Sabin Night, holding that sign?
You can
is that
see
you
it.
in the blue?
You can see it right clear. Yeah.
Don't sell us out. SabinSection.com. Mr. Explosion. Nate Webb. Spider Nate Webb. Now that's it. Sabin Night, is that you holding the sign? Let me know if that's you right there. I don't think that's you. That's it looks like an older guy. You might be Sabin Section next to him. It looks like a buddy of yours. That's it. I got it.
Nice.
I'll screenshot this for you, Sabin. I'm going to send this to you.
There you go.
There we go. Screenshot it for the old Sabin Night. Beautiful.
Slick.
Awesome. All right, go ahead.
Don't sell us out. So yeah, check out the Fox box. And that just cracked me up. I had to write that down. Yeah. So we right off the bat, we got Irish Pat Kenney versus Jeff Jarrett. Now, I gotta say, before I run down the rest of this, the first half of this hour, garbage matches.
Really? Just throw
the
away?
Second half, much better.
All right.
It's like you're warming up the crowd. This crowd is always hot, though.
Florida was hot because, remember, it was new at the time. Florida only had MLW came into play. They had nothing else going. And MLW only lasted like 8 shows, 16 shows, something like that. And then you have TNA here for free, letting you in. Full production, big names for free. So it was fresh, man. It was new. I mean, people were fucking hyped to go to this. But, yeah, go ahead.
So these first 3 matches, like I said, these got a little better as they went on through the episode. But these first few matches, man, were rough. So Jeff Jarrett beats Pat Kenney. Not much to say about that. Now, this is funny. This is funny right here. For those of you who watched this, let me know if you caught this. Because I caught this, and I was waiting for Fallah Bahh to come out.
Really?
We did not have Fallah Bahh. Tell you why. So we got Mikey Batts and Jerrelle Clark versus Dallas and Kash. Okay. So it's like you already know what's going to happen. But the music for Batts and Clark is the Fallah Bahh music.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious.
The one that's like that one.
Yeah. It almost sounded like a remix of it, but you could definitely hear the bop chicka picka bop bop. Yeah, that one.
What's funny is that music sounds like it's saying ba 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 ba.
Right.
Like it was written for him.
Right.
That's hilarious. They've done that before, though. We've seen on the Asylum shows, they reuse music a ton. Like,
yeah. Yeah,
like,
the one that sounds like the elevator version of Santana's used for all the
Mexican
AAA.
guys.
Yeah, yeah, all the Mexican guys. Yeah,
they got the they got the Disturbed one that was used for like everybody. The like Monty's music was used for. I mean, it's like they've reused a ton of shit. Yeah,
Abyss had a few different ones. Yeah, crazy.
Here's the story with Sabin and I, by the way.
Okay.
He's had some random. We were hold it to make it seem like it wasn't ours, but they knew anyway. We had this girl hold a different side of the sign and told her to flip it. The second camera shows us they were pissed that we tricked them into showing it. And then 5 minutes later, Rick Santel, who's one of Black Shirt Security, comes up to us with an uncomfortable look on his face that says, "They told me I have to get the sign." I mean, it wasn't that controversial of a fucking sign. Give me a break, Come on. I think
it's the fans being brutally honest, like, hey, don't leave us.
Yeah. So they asked us if we could do something because we actually wanted to hold the opposite side of the sign later. So he took it, blacked out the "don't sell us out" part with black marker. And being the trolls we were, we held up the blackened part of the sign throughout the show. That's fucking gold. I love it. That's so fucking weak, though, man. Like it's not like it doesn't say like Jeff Jarrett's a dick on there. It's like it says don't sell us out. Who gives a shit?
Right. I mean, we've seen much worse. I mean, dude, a lot worse.
Watch early fucking Asylum. There's signs that are so bad that they have actually digitized them out because they'll drop like the F-bomb, like not the other F-bomb, the one that the sexual nature F-bomb. They'll drop that one like real big letters, just up there. And like those made it in. They don't get pulled. I mean, so come on. Shit. Don't sell us out as tame compared to those. That's hilarious, saying that. Thanks, dude.
Oh, yeah.
All right, go ahead, Jay.
All right, so Dallas and Kash win that one. A few new faces in this one. Eddie Villa.
Eddie Villa. What do I know that name?
Versus Petey Williams, non-title match, of course.
Eddie Villa. Remember, there was a lot of Florida indie guys working for nothing at the time. I'm talking for free at the time.
Right. So some of these guys, end up doing stuff like, the one was the one Antonio, I can't think of his name, but
Antonio Banks.
MVP, right.
Eddie Villa was also known as Fast Eddie from Houston, Texas originally.
Fast Eddie. Rest in peace, Fast Eddie.
He's still alive.
No, I mean the Fast Eddie.
Oh, Fast Eddie Clark. That's right. Yeah, he's got some decent rating on Cage Match. But yeah, he Fast Eddie Villa retired in 2018. That was his last time wrestling.
Oh, so fairly recently.
He went all the way through. He had a bit of a break. He stopped in 2013, came back in 2018 for like a farewell tour, and that was it. That's Eddie Villa. I love looking up the TNA jobbers, man, seeing where they ended up. It's
fun, well, because some of these guys are like really good.
Yeah.
And the fact that they go out there and be like, hey, you're getting a 2-minute match, but you get to wrestle Jeff Hardy. Something like that. It's like, oh, okay.
Feather in the cap, right? Feather in the cap.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Dusty Rhodes is then he's out there. And man, just Dusty Rhodes character. He's really causing a stink lately.
This Dusty Asylum, late days Asylum Dusty is a fucking lunatic. Is a complete lunatic at this point.
Crazy. He's absolutely crazy.
It's fucking great.
He's honestly, it's like, depending on how you look at it, it could be considered really heelish.
Yeah.
Because Russo's, it's like, bro, try to do the right thing here. And you just keep, I'm going to jump in the ring and I'm going to tackle this guy and I'm going to fight this guy and you're not booked. But we'll get into more of that.
We got a little trivia about Fast Eddie here. I just looked him up. I must have seen him at this show in Ring of Honor, also in Chicago in 2005. He wrestled Matt Seidel. Fast Eddie Vegas had a fun little run in ROH for a bit. I'm fairly certain he was legally blind too. I'm pretty sure I saw him because I'm looking at Cage Match.
Whoa!
And he did Chicago in 05, and I'm pretty sure I was at that show.
Oh.
But one quick thing to add here, Jay, one other thing from Sabinite.
Okay.
They still hadn't said anything about leaving, but everybody knew because they hadn't booked the show past September 8th. We all knew they wouldn't tell us. So there was a little irritation from the fans, and we decided to call them out on it. That's a little cold that they didn't tell the fans, like, hey, guys, we're leaving after this, like that, to kind of just blindside them. I'd be pissed too.
Right. And especially when the crowds got better.
Yeah. Courtney, yes, MVP was in TNA in 2013, I want to say, but he was there as a youngin in 2004. Go ahead, Jay.
Right. So,
Fast Eddie.
Yes, Fast Eddie. Yeah, beat by Petey Williams. Dusty Rhodes is out there. He gets attacked by Team Canada. We get a rescue from 3 Live Crew. And you see this throughout this episode and the next one that we're going to cover here on this show. He does runouts. There's all sorts of just trouble with Russo. Shane
total lunatic at this point.
Totally. Just the Fuji. Everybody's on the Fuji dust back then. Shane Douglas.
Oh, no bell. Is he
interviewing?
Oh,
come on.
Is he interviewing?
Yes.
He's interviewing. Okay, Shane Douglas. Oh, there. Hey, wait a minute. There it is.
That's it for the bell. We killed.
No. A piece of paper got put in between the bell. There you go. Shane Douglas. Go ahead. It's only for Scott Hudson, but go ahead.
He's with Russo. He gets interrupted by Coach DeBoer. Coach DeBoer's all up his ass. What are you going to do about this Dusty guy? He's a pain in everybody's ass.
Yeah.
Russo's just about to end up like me, bald. Then we get Abyss and Alex Shelley with Goldylocks versus AMW.
Mm-hmm.
Harrison Storm. AMW gets the win, but there is a serious communication breakdown between Abyss and Alex Shelley, and you can tell it's like right on the edge. They're brewing up towards the breakdown here.
Yeah,
it's so close, to the point where it's just like there's a choke slam. He's taking them all around the ring with the choke slam. The audience going crazy, and Goldylocks is just shaking her finger violently at him, and he puts him down. And I think Don West actually shed a tear on that one. He was pretty upset that Baby Bear didn't get choke slammed.
Fucking Alex Shelley at this point, man. Different guy. Totally different guy.
Oh my God, he's so annoying. It's unbelievable.
We always forget to put our little background music on here, Jay. By the way, we never put our ambience on.
Oh yeah, pop it in.
What we got? We use the rock and roll one. Here's the rock.
Pop the cassette tape in and let it rip. There we go. Then we got this guy. I don't know how you even pronounce this. It's Dimitirs. And hang on, let me spell this out. Okay, so J-A.
He's struggling. He's hurting now.
B-R-O-N-I.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. Come on. Take it easy on the guy.
He has a 1-minute match with Monty Brown.
Yeah, that's all you need. I looked at Fast Eddie just now, by the way, and I'm looking at where he worked. I'm like, I guarantee he wrestled my dear friend Danny Daniels. And sure enough, I type in Danny Daniels in his match history. Wrestled each other twice in IWA Mid-South.
There you go.
I knew. I'm like, this looks like a guy Danny would have worked in the Midwest. Sure enough.
Right.
So, but yeah, is that it for the?
No. There's a little left here. DeBoer calls out 3 Live Crew and Rhodes, and there's a quick brawl. I think Dusty Rhodes literally fell on top of DeMore here, and then the guys are like, all right, I guess we got to roll him off of DeMore, and it didn't look like it was a real fight. It was kind of okay, I'm gonna get down here on top of you.
That was it, huh?
Yeah. Jason Cross, one of your favorites.
Fucking hate him. He made it on this show tonight, but we're gonna.
Michael Shane and Kaz versus Truth, Styles, and Hardy.
All right,
that was a banger.
Not bad. That's a good closer. If you're local, that's if you're there for free, that's a hell of a closer.
Oh, you can't beat that.
Very nice.
Three former champs here.
Very nice. All right.
Was Jeff Hardy champ at this point? No. He was champ when he went back to the WWE, wasn't he?
Hardy was champ when he went back. Yeah. He wasn't. He didn't hold the title at this point.
Right.
Yeah. He didn't hold the belt at this point.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's do it now. NWA TNA number 109, August 25th, 2004. And I totally wrote everything down. My subject line in my email I emailed to myself was wrong. I wrote down 108. Screwed the whole thing up. 25th, 2004. We got a recap of 108 to kick it off. A full on. It's a long recap too. They took their time on the recap.
Some of these are like 5 minutes long,
yeah.
So it's like, hey, it's 5 minutes. I don't have to watch.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those you can start the episode, let it run. You know, right off the bat, you go right to Team Canada in the back, and they're with Scott Hudson. I'm gonna give him the bell here. He's back there and he's yelling, and so Dimitirs yelling at Larry Zbyszko and Scott Hudson about how he wants Dusty Rhodes suspended. This guy's out of menace, it's out of control. I can't understand why Larry Zbyszko's here now. Like, there's too many authoritarian figures running around. Like, I know they've introduced Larry previously, but it's like
he's on the committee.
I know, but it's like there's too many guys running shit around here. You know what I mean? It's just too many people. It's just too many fucking people.
I know.
So it's like, okay, well, he's going to run this one, and then Dusty's going to do this one, and Vince will do this one. And it's like, guys, there's too many guys with suits, you know, trying to make decisions in this company.
Oh, yeah. And the funniest part of this is as soon as Hudson, because they show them in the back, Scott Hudson sneaks in off the side with the mic, looking at the camera, and he tries, shoving it in Scott's face, and the first thing out of Dimitirs' mouth is "Shut up, Hudson." He doesn't even say anything yet.
Yeah, it's great. It is great. So that was it. We go to the open, and the opening match: Michael Shane and Kazarian were Tracy Brooks taking on La Park, which is La Parka, and Psychosis. Notes I got on this one, Jay: solid match. Didn't do anything too crazy for who was in it. Kaz and Shane win, and then as they're backing up the ramp, I like this. As they're kind of celebrating the win, backing up the ramp, Team Canada's making their way down. No fanfare, no music. They just kind of blow past them. Dimitirs grabs the mic, calls out Russo on the decision he was supposed to make about Dusty Rhodes. This is the type of realism that it's fucking lost. Because the small thing, keep this in mind. If you got something to say and you got somebody to say it to, you're not worried about your music cue. You're not worried about them playing your lights.
Right.
I'm going to the ring. I don't care. Your match is done. Cool. I'm going to blow past you. I'm just going to walk out. And it's not so refined. It's dirty, and that's how it is. They're heels. Their whole point is to come get the mic and just talk their shit. And I thought that little sense of realism. I'm going to compare it to Jeff Hardy's debut in AEW. You're running out to save your brother, but gotta hit my music, gotta hit my lights, gotta hit my dance moves. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Oops. Did you have anything on this one, Jay? Match wise, I thought it was pretty basic. Nothing too crazy on this.
I would just want to backtrack for a second. I was looking at Psychosis. Damn, did he look like a star?
Psychosis looked great.
And he's still pretty young here. I looked him up on Wikipedia. He's only like 2 years older than me. He just turned 50.
Isn't that crazy? I feel like he's been wrestling for 30 years already, which I think he has.
Well, he was trained by Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, these guys started at like 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys were young, man.
Yeah, because there was no laws about that in Mexico. It was like, hey, you get trained, you get thrown to the wolves, and that's your You
just start working. That's it.
Yeah, it wasn't like you're going to be 18 in New York with your parents' permission or whatever the hell it is, It's
La Parka looked a little slow. I like the right costume, though. It was kind of cool.
And that was okay. Yeah, I mean, still doing the chair gimmick. Now, this is the one that's still alive now? I always get confused.
This is the original one, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the original one. La Parka 2, I believe, was the one who died.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, he hit his head on a dive and he died.
Right.
But this La Parka is the original.
Right.
And so he's still alive. We had him in AAW. He wrestled MJF.
He's the one that, and he and his family just got kicked out of MLW.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that they got kicked out of MLW for shooting in the ring. So I don't know.
Little too stiff, ski.
Little bit. So
but yeah, this I love this when Team Canada came down there. They called out Russo, and it just got absolutely nuts. Yeah, the 3LK Dusty come down. Russo suspends Dusty here.
This was crazy. This
is where the breakdown really
went nuts. It went nuts. So yeah, Russo comes down. He shuts the Moore down, and Scott keeps trying to like push him back. Bully Russo. Make a decision. And that's where Dusty comes in with Through Live Crew, and the Moore keeps like with that. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, Russo? And then he suspends Dusty, and he tells security to take him out. The fucking crowd is like, oh, what? It's like you just kicked God out of heaven. You know what I mean? Like,
they're still so for Dusty at this point. Like no matter, like he can't do any wrong. He could take a dump in the middle of the ring and they'd be like, oh, look at that steamy pile of shit. We love you.
I'm about to go over here and lay me a swirly turd in the middle of the ring. It's gonna be a match like Van Hammer had in WCW. Not much different. So he starts kind of hitting some of the security. Don Harris doesn't want to do it. They're and then the crowd chanting Dusty, and they're suspension for a week. Demore starts singing the Canadian national anthem, just heat.
Oh.
He's like, oh, we won another victory. Oh, okay. Just doing their shit. So it was good.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It was a hot segment.
Absolutely beautiful. I was so rooting for Team Canada and Scott DeBoer at this point. I'm like, yeah, get Dusty out of here. He's a maniac.
He was a lunatic at this point, though. To be fair, Dusty's like off his rocker at this point. We go to a Goldylocks and Desire recap video, and then we come out. It's Alex Shelley with Goldylocks. And who's the partner? Oh, it's no partner. It's the single match.
This is just for a contract.
Yeah, for the contract, as she says. And Desire comes out. Well, first Goldie gets on the mic, says, "Humor me, Desire." Calls her useless. Says, "I want your contract." And Desire's mystery guy ends up being revealed here, and it's La Parka in black and white costume. It's clearly somebody else, right? Like, it's clearly somebody else. Today in Western, like he just wrestled him,
Who's this guy? Yeah.
But the smart thing they do, did you catch this, Jay? Now everybody immediately is like, oh, it's Siaki. It's the first thing everybody's thinking is it's Siaki, right? But they show Siaki in the picture-in-picture watching the match. Right. So now you're like, who the hell is in that costume? And I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I'm like, it can't be like Abyss turning on him, because this would be like way over the top if it was Abyss turning on him like this.
I don't think, and I kind of caught who it was. I'm like, oh, could it be? And I didn't know, but I was like, could it be? And it was weird. Like TNA and West are clearly like, well, it's definitely not La Parka. They're like, well, it's not him. We're like, it's not him.
And I didn't even think about it until they started saying that, because I'm looking at him like, okay, well, yeah, he is taller.
Yeah.
He is kind of lankier. Oh, the legs are way too long. Okay, who is this guy?
So if the way I write my notes is like in order. Like I'm writing them as it's going on. So even my notes at this point go, so I'm, Sonny Siaki shown watching backstage. La Parka choke slams Alex Shelley. Siaki comes out and gets his free, Siaki comes out gets his freedom, because I think La Parka wins. And then I write down, is this Eric Watts? And then the real La Parka then comes out, faces off with the mystery man, unmasks, and it's Watts. And the fucking crowd loses its mind at this point.
Oh my God.
They have never stopped loving Eric Watts. And I'm like, damn, dude, he got for all the shit he took in WCW, he really got over in the Asylum. I gotta give it to Eric Watts, man.
Yeah, I mean, whatever he did, like after shows, hanging out with fans, really.
Same night said, right? He was cool with the fans and everything, and they liked him.
I mean, he really must have built a grassroots fan base with this community, and that's rare, People drive by, and they wave at you when they're entering the arena and all that stuff. But he must have done something special because, as soon as he was unmasked, did they pop?
I couldn't believe it. Like, it's like they never stopped popping for the guy. Like, they love him. I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. He looked like he looked good. He looked like a star. He was a star athlete in college and shit. So they liked him. And I think he got over. I think whatever he did, it was not a long room. It was he got over in the Asylum.
Well,
so it's Eric Watts. The crowd goes nuts. Abyss is in the ring in the meantime, and she's shoving and bullying Abyss. You're a useless piece of shit. And he's about to take her out. Alex Shelley gets there, starts pushing him, and then Abyss kind of chokes Shelley for a second, but then he stops, doesn't do it. He's out. Yeah. So you're still building Abyss. Like you're not there yet with Abyss.
Don West shed another tear.
Poor Don. Yeah. Head up. Here we go. Here's some Eric. I love this interactiveness, guys. Eric Watts is a really nice dude, and being in WCW for a bit and just being around the area a lot of his career, people loved him. Local dudes like that will never do wrong in the casual type crowd. Forgotten art these days. Think about that. Think about the forgotten art that is today.
Yeah.
Like, that's just something that people, like, you might get casuals, you light up the local underdog guy, the guy who's not, the indie darling. You light up the local hero, or like, the grassroots guy at least. Yeah. People don't get it, man. We had a guy at AAW, Paco, 150 pounds soaking wet. Nothing great.
I've seen some clips about it was like right before the great Panini.
Yeah.
And he got real hot.
His chants were insane, but he was the underground nobody, and the people loved him.
Right.
It's just they took to the local guy who was nice to everybody and just, hey, man, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's cool. I always liked Eric. What
happened to Paco?
He can't work Fridays. We run mostly Friday nights. So he can't work Fridays.
Oh, damn.
It's a St. Louis guy, can't work Fridays. So
all right.
He usually works Saturdays in St. Louis. We don't get to have him much anymore. I like Eric Watts, though. I'm a big fan. I think he did a hell of a job in the Asylum run. I think he tried hard, and I think it worked. Personally, I think all the damage from WCW that he had to come in with and live there with, I think they washed that away for sure. So I like that. Let's see what else we got here. So that was revealed. Oh, Scott Hudson with Larry Zbyszko. And he wants to know if Dusty brought him back. Did Dusty bring you in? Before he can answer, Eric Watts, Desire, and Siaki just interrupt. They just take away from his mind. Jesus, Zbyszko's like, all right, then. And then Siaki basically says that my contract, Eric Watts says his contract expired a few days prior, the 21st. So he's clear. Contract's up, no more contract. I'm clear. Makes a challenge 3-on-3 for all the contracts, as she says. The contract. We need a soundbite of Goldylocks saying, my contracts. We need that. So yeah, that's 3-on-3. So they're wrapping up all these loose ends in the Asylum. They're like, just let's wrap up the Goldie contract story. Let's wrap up Hardy and whatever they can finish up. Let's clean it up. New York Connection versus David Young. All that little stuff is getting cleaned up before they go, and I think it's smart because it's a way to like kind of close some chapters off and leave them as the Asylum.
Yeah, and in the long run, guys like us, we're still talking about that. We noticed that 20 years later.
Yeah.
Storytelling,
man. Storytelling. Yeah. All right. Where do we leave off here?
Your favorite.
No, fuck. All right, so at the top of this one, we get told that Big Vito had a family emergency.
Yes.
Couldn't come into Tennessee to face Chris Vaughn. So TNA management gave us a 4-way contendership match. Winner gets the X Division title shot. This match was terrible. It's Jason Cross. He sucks. Jason Cross. Wah, whatever, you know. Fucking versus Sanjay Dutt versus Joey Matthews versus Chris Sabin.
So
no,
I thought Joey Matthews was actually pretty good in this one.
Personally, I saw no chemistry with anybody. It dragged on. This match was just sluggish. What highlights do you guys? I got nothing on this one. This definitely was not one that I thought hit any home run.
That was Trent while he was watching this. That was.
What do you got?
So this was this was actually number one contenders for next week. Whoever's going to face Petey Williams, yeah.
And so doing it quick too. They're like next week. Like they're giving it to you next week.
Right. So I was looking up some stuff, just rewinding back to Psychosis and then looking at Joey Matthews. It was like a calendar year later that they were up north.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Psychosis and Hoovy and Super Crazy did the Mexicools, and then Joey Matthews joined Caballero. He's also known as Mr. What the hell do they call him?
You know what's funny? The music playing in the background here sounds like something that would be played at the Asylum back in the day.
It is.
It does have that kind of like coming down the aisle.
Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, Johnny. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
The infamous MMM.
Oh, Eminem. Mercury and Morrison.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I know there's varied opinions on Joey Matthews over the last 5 years, but man, he was a good wrestler, you know.
Yeah, but he's nothing but a...
Well, the truth is, you're nothing but a mid-card donor.
Yeah, but his best friend is another one of your favorites.
Who mid-card donors?
No, CM Punk.
Oh, yeah. Man.
We continue.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Can you hear that? No? Let me turn it up for you.
I don't think I ever played that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, I like
all right, so the match sucked. Sanjay won. That was the weakest match of the show. To me, it was a snooze. Like they had no chemistry at all, man.
Yeah,
just none. They could not click. Yeah, the York and Matthews thing was something at the time, but that's about it. Mark's in here, man. Mark's in here. Mid-card donor. He's in
Mark.
Here. What's up, Mark? Get in here if you watch the show. I don't think you watched it, though. All right, so yeah, Sanjay gets a title shot. Again, blow my mind that Sanjay never got an X Division title run until he booked it himself in 2016 or whatever it was. Blows my mind. How the fuck Sanjay Dutt never got to hold the X Division title, like naturally, organically in the Asylum days? That was there for like a decade and never got to do it. Like, what?
Right.
So, weird. We go to Scott Hudson with the Naturals, Chase Stevens, Andy Douglas. Who do they want to face? It doesn't matter who we're going to face because Triple X and AMW, we beat them both anyway. Doesn't matter who we face. We get a little bit of
right.
So yeah, they got wins over both. So they're confident. They're built up. The Naturals, I think, in my opinion, or as J Bone would say, my professional podcast opinion, I will say that they have been built up really well throughout the Asylum days. I think their short run, they've covered the bases on them. Whether you felt the run was rushed is one thing, but the way they've set up the run, to me, has been professionally done. I think they've kept their heat, they've kept their strength. It's been this is how you build up and protect somebody in a jam.
Right.
We go to Christopher Daniels and Elix Skipper, Triple X versus AMW, America's Most Wanted, James Storm and Chris Harris. Wild brawl to kick it off, though, huh, Jay? They just started brawling around the arena like
this one started out crazy. It took a while to get in the ring. It showed the not I don't want to use the word desperate, but just how big the fight feel this was. Is They couldn't wait to get their hands on each other, brother.
Yep. It goes about 11 minutes, and solid match. I mean, to me, it was real good. These teams have great chemistry. Winner gets the title shot, but the Naturals come in and beat up both teams. That's the funny part. They beat up both teams. Chair, the Powder, you name it. Crowd's pissed. They're really kind of like about this. They get on the mic and say they just removed their contenders, so there are no contenders at all left. We took out both contenders. Larry Zbyszko comes out and says he's not in the mood to pull that. No way. These folks are getting something. It's going to be sudden death on Friday on Fox Sports Net. The crowd is pissed at this.
This is such a good match, and then it ends the way it does.
They hated it.
I thought they were gonna like make it the main, do a couple things and then come back and finish it.
That's what I thought. I thought he was ordering them to finish it. Yeah, nothing. Crowd's pissed off. They're like, wait a minute, you're taking this match away from us? You're deciding it on Friday?
Oh, we're gonna give it to Florida. Boo!
Yeah, that sucks. It's like you jerked them off. You didn't let them finish. That's what sucked about that. That whole collective Asylum. So that's a weird one. I could see where that started putting a sour taste for people, especially if you paid $10 to watch it. Scott Hudson with the 3 Live Crew, Conan and BG James, and they're pissed at Russo. They say Russo won't forget what happens tonight. So who knows? We get to a tag match, Jade. 3 Live. I'm sorry, Team Canada. Eric Young, Johnny Devine, Scott D'Amore versus 3 Live Crew, BG and Conan. Not a bad match, man. Not a bad match until all the schmaz at the end. What do you think? Just talk match on this first.
Oh, this was fun because it's like, Dusty's suspended. Oh, so it's a 3-on-2. So you've got that still looming from the earlier on in the episode, and so the crowd's still hot from that. Like, we want Dusty in this, and then of course there's shenanigans during the match. As soon as the ref gets his refs turn around and Scott D'Amore gets all the little punches in from outside, but doesn't do a lot of ring time, but still does a lot of damage.
Yeah, D'Amore's getting in this one a lot, but it was weird because then 3 Live Crew, they get the win on this. And because of Dusty, who made his way in and helped him get the win. So Dusty tips the scale, 3 Live Crew gets the win. Russo comes in, talks to the refs, instructs them that the decision is reversed due to outside interference, and your winner, Team Canada.
Team Canada!
They get a title shot.
I laughed so hard. I was like, yeah, you tell them, Russo.
He was very, you made my job so hard. What's wrong with you? Blah, blah, blah. They cut for a second, and they cut outside. Well, he orders Dusty to be taken out. Cuts outside. Russo's yelling at Dusty through his truck, and Dusty's like, you're not gonna like what happens, bitch. You're not gonna like what happens. And everyone's like, just get out of here. Don't even show up on Friday. So, it's getting intense.
It's intense, yeah. And then he takes off, and Russo's like, I need a drink.
Don West blue on blue on this one here, doing the hype. And then we go to, I think we're almost right at the end. This one didn't have many segments, actually. Right at the end, Scott Hudson.
The matches are so much significantly longer than on the previous show, the Impact, where you got these 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute matches. And you get this, and it's like, oh my God. Yeah, it feels, when you watch one and then watch the other, these matches almost, for lack of better words, almost seem like they drag because they're so much longer than others.
It's true.
It's like, but at least the action's so much better.
Yeah, no doubt. Talking to Monty Brown, he says he's ready no matter who gets picked here. I'm ready to go, whatever. Says Russo's wrong. I cannot be stopped. Jarrett comes into the frame and says, he goes, I'm not your worst enemy, Monty. It's not me. Other people are your enemy. Jeff Hardy is the only one standing in your way. He's your enemy. So they let's take Hardy out tonight. Let's take him out. And you can have my title shot. which again makes no sense. It's like, okay, but and then Monty kind of does this smelling gimmick, and he goes, "You smell like a liar." And I don't trust liars. He walks away. That was that. Now the final segment of the night: Monty Brown, Dallas, Kid Kash versus AJ Styles, Ron Killings, and Jeff Hardy. The crowd was eating it all up, Jay. They were all about it. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Crowd loved this one. Hardy ends up pinning Dallas to win, which is probably the best scenario in that case. Jeff Jarrett comes in, starts attacking Hardy. They all fight off, they all fight into the sunset. It was nuts. Like it was just chaotic at the end. But the crowd ate it up totally. So I don't know if you had any notes on it, Jay, but they definitely love the finish on this one.
It's just all the end of this is all still just building up Jeff Jarrett versus Jeff Hardy, and they still got a month to go on this, from what I remember.
No, just 3 weeks. 3 weeks from this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. No. 2 weeks.
Two weeks.
2 weeks.
All
yeah.
right. It felt like it was a lot longer.
No, 2 weeks at this point in the series.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That was it, guys. It's 14 segments only. The average Asylum show would be 19 to 21 segments. This was only 14, and that includes Don West Blue on Blue, as I wrote for a second. That's the hype segment. 14 segments is nothing, and but it was concise. It was a concise show, nothing too crazy. The end is near, with 111 coming up. Odd number to end it at too. With 111, I thought was always fun.
Wow.
But 111 coming up, and this was it, man. That's NWA TNA number 109, man. Any final thoughts, Jay?
This was a really fun show, especially because the crowd was so crazy, and you could tell it was a damn good crowd because they don't show the hard camera side that much, like where the camera is.
Yep.
And then when the few times they did show it, it was several, and I mean several rows deep, where in earlier days you had like one row of fans along the back line there.
Yep, for sure.
And now you had, this place was the whole top section full, all the bleachers full, all going halfway around or whatever it was. It was, yeah.
Pandemonium.
It was.
Which is good. I mean, it's good, man. It's good that you had that. The crowd interest was building. It was growing. I'm glad it was growing at the time. It was fun to see them evolve. Yes. I was going to miss the Asylum, but I'm glad how they worked it out.
Oh yeah.
So it worked out. But yeah, according to Sabin Night, it's they didn't tell him. They still the crowd at this point doesn't know. Like his group's kind of reading between the lines, but they didn't really know. So
right.
That's it, guys. That is number 109, and we have 2 more after this. 2 more, Jay, and then we're done. 110 and then 111 is the close, and that's it, man. So
it's crazy.
Crazy shit. So, any final thoughts, Jay?
No, and I'm glad when the Impact episode started, I'm glad we started like doing those like back to back, because the one doesn't take too long. And they do feed into each other.
Yeah, I'm glad we started doing that because it gives you a chance to watch them, and also give some more context on some of the feed-ins that we've been seeing.
Right, the feuds, and it helps build the feuds, because some of them have been very consistent, especially with all the Dusty Road stuff.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. That is number 109. Be sure next week, 110 on the app. Please watch it with us. It's like 111. I want everybody watching it, but 110 is on the app. Follow along, get some TNA history in year 20, and then we go from there, guys. So, J-Bone, where can they follow you? Where can they connect with you?
You can catch me on the Twitter box at jbone5150. I'm also in the Discord a lot. You can get that invite down in the description below.
I got my smashing hand ready. You're supposed to say it. Smash this podcast.
Smash this podcast as well. I was really hyped to do some stuff this weekend. I had to take this past weekend off.
All right.
But I wanted to make sure I told Trent that he had an amazing show. I did watch.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Jay. Thank you very much. Guys, you can get me at Trenzaberry over on Twitter. The show at We Talk Impact, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Type in Total Nonstop Impact or We Talk Impact. Comes right up. Search it. We're on all the audio platforms: Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Rate, review, and subscribe, please, guys. Get those numbers up for us. Big shout out to our international listeners as always. Thank you guys for that. And but check it out, guys. If you're on any of those platforms, please give us a follow. We'd love to connect with you. We love hearing from people. We love hearing ideas. It's never a bad thing. So definitely connect on the social medias and let us know what you think we should do after Throwback. What would you like to see? I mean, who knows? Any ideas you got? We'll hear them. So
I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, no shit. 111 episodes. We're taking the following week off, just so you guys know. So, but outside of that, everybody, good stuff. Great episode. Don't forget to check out all our platforms like we mentioned. Shop Impact. ProWrestlingTees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. Spreadshirt. Full line of merchandise and Spreadshirt. Link is in the description below. Go ahead.
Great designs,
guys, and you can put on anything. So go ahead and check out the Spreadshirt shop. PWT shop, youtube.com/Total Nonstop Impact, twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact as well. Catch it, hook up with us, let us know what's going on, and we will keep you guys in the loop on all of our happenings too. But I think other than that, Jay, that's everything, huh?
That's it. We're gonna do a family dinner tomorrow night.
Yeah, move from Sunday. Family dinner's tomorrow night.
It's just easier to do it during the week sometimes because you never know who's doing what during the weekend.
There you go. So family dinner is tomorrow night for patrons. Patreon.com/We Talk Impact. If you are a Patreon member, your family dinner bonus episode is tomorrow night. If anybody who isn't, sign up. Take a chance. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you cancel in a few weeks. No big deal. But give it a shot. It's a lot of fun to have that. So, all right. Bonus shows, you name it. A ton of stuff on there. I think that's going to do it for us, Jay. I think we're good. Guys, thank you again. Don't forget, Wednesday is TNI UK. Bison, Joe, and Steve. They're going to go ahead and do their weekend review plus their preview coming up of Impact Access TV. Check those guys out.
And probably Under Siege is this coming weekend as well.
That's right. Under Siege is this weekend. That's coming up. The Go Home episode, the Rebellion Fallout episode. They'll probably be talking about that. But this week, we're going to have a post-show, the pre-show, post-show, the review, you name it. Things are going on this week, so be sure to follow the channel. Be here Thursday. It's a full day of Impact Wrestling. But, Jay, I think that's it. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Good timing today. 107, not bad. Short segments, longer things, longer drawn-out matches. So not a ton to pick apart. It was a pretty straightforward show. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for helping us kick our week off on a good note. We appreciate you. Stay safe. We'll see you guys out there. Later.